March, they called me up and said, hey, you know, we want to make some changes to this year's rodeo parade announcement for the Grand Marshal. I was like, oh, okay, great. Well, let's go and have some lunch. So we meet up, we get there, and I'm like, you know, what do you guys want to do? What do you want to do differently? And like, well, we don't want you to make the announcement this year. What did I do wrong? And then when they asked me if I would accept, I'll be honest with you, I teared up because this means so much to me. Thanks. I moved to Tucson in 1999 from Yuma, so that was in the summertime, so my first rodeo parade in the rodeo itself and the parade was in 2000. So I came down here, new guy in town, didn't really know much, and when I saw how big this parade was and how many people were lining the streets, I knew right away that, boy, this is something very special for the community of Tucson, and I thought, I'd like to get involved with this someday. Well, a few years later, I got to start announcing it. I think I've been announcing it now for about 8-9 years, and I love it. I love the tradition, and we hear that word a lot, so I kind of wanted to share my thoughts on tradition. It provides us a connection with the past, our roots, our heritage, our core values. They're all part of tradition, and that connection brings us value and meaning to our lives. The rodeo parade gives us a chance to reflect on our history. Generations of Tucsonans have either marched, ridden on a horse or in a carriage, making their own precious memories for not only their families, but for our community as a whole. It's also it's a day that we can all set life aside for just a couple of hours. In this day and age of social media, Twitter, Facebook, cell phones, we're so connected. And I feel like when we come to the Tucson Rodeo Parade, there's just that glimpse of history and what life was like back in the simpler times. And I think there's a little boy and little girl in all of us who just really appreciate that simpler life. And it all kind of comes back on the day of the Tucson Rodeo Parade. That's pretty much all I've got. I will miss announcing the parade this year. It's one of my favorite things to do every year. I know Markstown will do a great job. But I'm so excited to have my family riding in it. My mom's going to be coming out from Colorado. My son's going to be riding with me, my wife. And just to be a part of this tradition when I'm in the committee room and I see all the past committee members, some of them sitting here with us today, man, I'm just truly honored and humbled to be on that wall and be in the presence of such great men and women. So thank you very much. I will be the best ambassador you could ask for. I'll bust my butt, do whatever I need to do for y'all to make the rodeo parade a very success again. Thank you very much.